day and welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. Welcome. We are having a live stream, and like I said before, we are going to be doing live streams every Sunday as much as possible. We are going to be doing live streams every Sunday, so not every day as we usually do, but now every Sunday. So today we're going to be talking about general aviation safety. Somebody asked me that question in the comment section, that is the flight school I'm attending safe for ladies? And I just thought about it. In today's Sunday Chit Chat, is better we talk about, is it even generally safe? Like, not just ladies now. Let's say we're talking about a lot of persons, like so many people, guys, ladies, instructors, general, like. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So basically, if you're new here, this is Princess Anu TV, and we talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. And if you've not subscribed, subscription is free. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell so that whenever I post any video, you'll be able to see it. And yeah, let's jump over to this aviation safety. Okay, when we talk about safety, we are trying to say, okay, is this place free of danger? Like when you talk about safety, you're trying to say, is this area free of danger? Do we have things that are going to endanger the lives of whether ladies, whether guys, whether like, is the environment generally okay? You get. So I could understand when she was trying to talk about the fact that is it safe for ladies, because most of the time ladies it's usually said that ladies are attacked in quotes, like a mobile. It's not actually the case. So let's look at it like this. First of all, when you talk about safety, let's look at the environment. In my own flight school, I can tell you sincerely that you can walk from, at least I've been outside, like those times when I read, like doing classes, reading based on for exams till evening time. Sometimes you can walk around even 2 a.m. Sometimes you can walk like 1, 2 a.m. and nobody's going to attack you. Nobody is going to, like, I'm talking about within the school premises now. I'm not talking about if you're staying maybe off campus, because I know that some persons, they actually opt to stay off campus, but not everybody actually opt to stay off campus. So if you're basically like staying off campus, you might have like a little issue with maybe safety. But I know that if you're staying within the school premises, you are not, or you're, the chances of you having any issue with safety is going to be very, very rare, because the place is very safe. Like I said, you can walk around 1, you can walk around 2. But the question is, what will you be doing around 1 or 2 at night? But except you went to class to read and you're coming back to your hostel. If not, I know that you can walk around that 1 and 2 and you're definitely not going to have any issues. Trust me, you're not going to have any issues at all. Even let's say late in the night, because basically we finish dinner around, okay, dinner starts from like 6 to like 8 in the evening time, and like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. like in the evening. And most of the time, some of us like stay in the car, maybe to gist, or sometimes to watch maybe a favorite program or so in the cafeteria till like 9, 10, and you go back to your hostel, there's light. That's another thing I want to say. You know that a place where it's always dark, a place where you don't have enough lighting, those are kind of places that you're going to be having a lot of safety issues, because obviously if there is no enough lighting system in a particular environment, that area is more prone to danger, because people like to do bad things or evil things in the dark. So I don't know if you get me. And NCAT, I'm going to say my own flight school is such a place that you have like 24 hours lighting. So if you're talking about general safety, like, okay, are you going to be safe if you move around in the night? Are you going to be safe if you go to class to read? You are definitely going to be safe. And again, there's also this thing, you have to talk about individuals. Do you have people that, now there is no fighting, there is no anything like, okay, there's fighting is not allowed definitely in aviation school, and so because it's not allowed, there are things you can basically not do. You cannot like throw blows or have an issue with your colleague also. So you guys like work in groups. So because you guys work in groups, I mean working in groups as well, you go to class together most of the time, you go to fly together, you go to your hostel together. So you're always going to be with people, because you know, if you're always like alone, 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 there might be issues personally. You might feel that, oh, am I going to be safe? But you might not really have so much of a time to like stay alone, like walk alone, because I feel aviation is about even the togetherness. Like one person, well, there are actually one-man crew aircrafts, but even when you go to the airlines, one person do not fly an aircraft. You have to have a captain and you have to have like a co-pilot, and you still have cabin crews at the back. So you have a lot of people, a lot of chains. Like this person is doing this person is doing this person is doing that. That is making this whole, like, everybody connect together to achieving a particular goal. So I hope you get me. So that's actually how it happens. So a lot of people come together to work to make something happen. So you don't even work alone. When you talk about in flight school, you basically don't work alone. You don't do your things alone. Every single thing is done like in a uniform form. When I say a uniform form, everything is done together. So if you're talking about general safety, like within the environment, trust me, you're going to be good. And now, what of within like instructor-student kind of relationship? Instructor-student kind of relationship, I feel it's okay, because nobody has anything to do with it. Because okay, in our own case, like there's no time where you basically, like, after school you go hang out with maybe instructors or all those things. Anyways, I don't really see that being done. Maybe people do that around the corner, but I don't see that. And so anything you finish doing in class stops in class. Everything stops in class. Hi, welcome. Tafara Mangina. Welcome. First time I'm mentioning this name. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. And yeah, we always talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. Just giving you a little reminder. So yeah, if you have any questions, today's Sunday Chit Chat. We discuss, we answer questions, we talk about stuff. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, I'm so sitting here for you guys. Ask your questions and I'm going to be giving you a reply. But for now, we're talking about general aviation safety. So as I was saying, guys, another thing about the safety of a thing, if you talk about instructor students, once you're done with what you're doing in the aircraft, or you're done with what you're doing like in the briefing room, that relationship basically ends. Except maybe you guys do some things, other things together, like maybe going to your place of fellowship together, or you know, that kind of thing. So there's no issue of, oh, will this person victimize me, or will this person treat me bad, or will this person act like this to me. There is little or no possibility for that to happen. So now we've talked about instructor-student relationship, we've talked about your surroundings. How much does it take to complete the flight school? It depends on the flight school you're talking about. On this channel, we've talked about it. I try to talk about my own flight school, and I think we should even do a practical video of when we do. Let's do the costing by ourselves, because I tell people that don't only look at completing the flight school. Don't only look at like coming just to do your PPL, CPL, multi-engine IR. Think about it. After this, what next? You're going to be likely doing a rating, and a rating requires money. So whoever is going to be sponsoring, or whoever is going to be training you, it's best that you tell the person that, oh, after this stage, I still have one or two things to do, which will be the rating, getting a type rating, in order for me to continue with my career. Because most of the time nowadays, airlines do not send people for ratings. Like, they do, but not a lot of them. Even if they want to, sometimes they tell you bring a certain amount of money, at least based on what I've heard. I'm not talking because I've experienced it yet, no. At least this particular one, I'm not talking based on my experience, but I'm just telling you based on what senior colleagues have told me. You will need money for ratings. So even if you be spending an average of, let's say, 15 million, or let's say, in my own case, like maybe in Nigerian flight school, you might be spending from an average of 10 to 15 million in Nigerian flight school. That's not all the money you need for training. So I think you should consider that. So concerning aviation safety, okay, I think when you're back on board, we're going to talk about other things, like the question you were asking. So if you are back, just leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're here, and we can talk about your question. Okay. Aviation safety. Another thing is you also need to be conscious, like conscious of your environment. I've heard a lot of people's properties getting stolen. How many years does it take to finish the course? It takes roughly, they tell you it takes 2 years, but I'm going to be sincere with you because you came online. I'm going to be telling you that it takes more than 2 years. It depends on how they run the system. If they run it for you individually, it's going to take you, based on your own progress, it can take you less than 2 years to finish. But if they run it for you as a class, like in my own case, they are running my course like a class, so you cannot like go ahead, just only you, just like going ahead. No, you have to like be together with your class. So I'm like in a particular class in my own flight school, and so we do it everything like in a class. But if you are running an individual program, which most of the flight schools run, like in South Africa, most of them run in the US, a lot of people run individual programs. You just come, you're not together with anybody, like one person, you came on your own and you're going back on your own. That kind of a thing. So you finish based on your own pace, depending on how fast you are, depending on how I'm going to say depending on how brilliant, or depending on how your memory system can catch up things, you can finish in, some will finish their flight school in like 9 months. Yeah, some will finish in like 1 year, 2 months, 1 year, 3 months. So, but personally, I've spent more than 2 years already in flight school, and yeah, plus the whole lockdown thing that kept us at home. So that one is going to also add to the months that we have spent. But I feel these things are just, it's part of life, it's part of the patience, and based on what is happening in the world now, I think there's no point rushing. Just calm down, learn very well all the things you can learn, so that when you are going out, you're going to enjoy the beauty of aviation. And then everything would have normalized. I know you know what I'm talking about. The way everything now is in the world, you don't want to like rush out into danger. You want to like take your time, look through these things, then now take a step, a gradual step, a gradual step, a gradual step. So yeah. Okay, I can see more persons are joining us. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's very, very important. And if you've not subscribed, subscribe. If you have any more questions to ask, you can leave them in the comment section. But in today's video, I'd like to be concluding in telling you that depending on the flight school you are, but most flight schools have put in structures. You are welcome, so welcome. Thank you. I'm happy I answered your question properly. You are welcome. Flight schools have put in measures to make sure that your flying is safe. Yeah, I can't talk for all schools, but I can basically tell you that for you, because student pilots are insured, instructors are insured, these people are insured, and so insurance will look at some specific things that will make them say, okay, we can approve this place, or we can allow these people to be under our insurance, because we know that they put in measures to train this student. If anything happens to a flight student within the school premises, or when the person was on duty, the school is going to take responsibility for it. So I don't want it to look at, oh, is it safe? It's not safe. It's definitely safe, because these schools too are doing their job. They are trying as much as possible to make sure they put things in place for you to be completely fine. So my motivational note for you today is that there's an opportunity for every single day. And yeah, after every video, I try to give you motivation, because I know that we all need motivation to move forward. Yeah, we all do. So basically today, I'm going to tell you that for every day you wake up, you are going to be having the opportunity to get an opportunity. Yeah, every day you wake up, there's always an opportunity. All you have to do is open your eyes, take hold of this opportunity, and go make yourself something very wonderful. So till I meet you next time, even on the same channel, keep watching Princess Anu TV. That's all, guys. Bye.